Bumpin', bitch, she got ice. I'm the man, mama never nice. She from Japan, looking so tight. I never land, straight all night. Whip it up, all these rocks on my wrist. Bring it back up, cause it's lit. Keep the cool eyes, go for the shit. Cause I'm ballin', look at all these chicks. Bumpin', bitch, she got ice. Bumpin', mama never nice. Bumpin', bitch, she got ice. Bumpin', all night.
Hello, hello everybody. Welcome on in. Hope everyone's having a lovely week. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more of a chill stream today. We are in fact playing more Peak. However, I am kind of a little low energy, so expect a little bit more of a chill thing going on here. Give me 1 second, just send him a marker real quick. Unrecognized command? What do you mean? Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, now we're getting in here. I gotta turn this music off, though. This music is by Sove, or Sove. Should check him out. Oh, look. The video's almost done anyways, so that's cool. Hell yeah. Perfect timing, perfect timing. You can't get more professional than that, let me tell you. Don't worry, I sure as hell have tried. Doesn't get much better than this. Alright, as long as we can get into the game, then we're all good. There we go. Okay. I was gonna say, if the screen capture shits the bed, this isn't my fault. I didn't do this. Okay, so, last handful of times were not particularly great. I don't expect this to be much better, and it's mostly because of the Mesa update. Let me be honest with you. Not a big fan of this update. I think I've mentioned it multiple times. I'm sure it's great for happy fun time with people, right? But this time we're not playing with people, so having a harder area in the single player just it feels like this. That's what it feels like. Feels like that right in the crotch. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get going here. You know how it is. You know how it is. All right. All right, Bing Bong. We're here. We have arrived. We have arrived. All right. What we got going on here? It has bestowed upon me the fortunate goods. I'm going to need these. Actually, I'm gonna hang on. Oh, no. Where do you think you're going, mister? I'm gonna need all of that. What else is around here? What the? That's a big little shell. Little clam shell. That's a little crazy. Okay, well, I don't see any other luggage. I'm debating on grabbing coconut shells. Oh. Well, maybe not need to do that anymore. That'd be great. Oh, okay. Well, this shit is... I don't need all that. I would prefer if I had food, because my character gets hungry. If I don't see any luggage around here, then I'm gonna go with the coconuts. I don't see anything else here. Alright. Coconuts it is. We'll get a single one of those. It just takes so much space. Like, I would prefer if that were not the case. What the hell? What do you think you're doing, buddy? You're not gonna fall on my watch. Well, you are gonna fall, but you know, not just this moment. That's a little embarrassing. We need to look like we know what we're doing for 5 seconds. Just for the first like 10 minutes, I would prefer it if we could actually get some shit done. Alrighty. So let's see where this takes us. New map every 24 hours, and man, I've missed, what? 5, 6 days? 7 days? Actually, 7 days, yes. I know how math works. I figured it out. It's been 7 whole days since we played this game. I'm hoping that the Mesa level is easier, because man, oh man, soloing this is a pain. I'm sure it's much easier when you have friends, but, as of now, not right now. I don't have any. So that would be lovely if we could not have a terrible Mesa map. Is there a luggage up there? You're gonna make it like impossible to grab this, aren't you? Okay. Sure, buddy. Just gonna make my life miserable. Actually, hang on. I guess I could take one of those, well, actually, I just have one of those energy drinks, so maybe don't take that now. I was thinking about it. Okay, there better be a luggage up there. Right now, I'm off the assumption that there's one up here. And I'm not just wasting my time. But, you know. This game and disappointment are like, you know, a married couple. Alright. Okay, this might be... Nope, alright, we're good. Okay, so I don't see any... Oh! Okay, it had to be down here, though. It's always... They're always pointed in a way where... They'll hit you when you find them. I'm not really sure if that's, like, intentional or something. Alright, come on. Please! Alright. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, this is my fault. I knew this was gonna happen. Oh. Well. Alright. We're chugging it. Fuck it. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't over yet. I'm stupid. Wow. Well, we're off to a great start, aren't we? I'm gonna need one of these, coconuts. Oh, maybe I'm more... okay, I mean 2 of them then, I guess. Alright. Okay, hang on. Can't get too excited, otherwise, you know. Well, where does this lead? I guess it could lead me to the tree. That's a possibility. Sure is a possibility. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. Alright, I just need you to last a little bit longer. There you go. We got this. We got this in the bag. No problem. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I don't think I welcomed everyone that was in the chat, but welcome in Hip Cactus and PK. I don't need this shit. What is the point of this? Captain Brain Damage is here? Oh, my God, the whole crew. It's the whole crew. Look at this. I think there's another person, too, that Aegis Foxy. If we had that in there, oh. Be a complete collection of people watching this stream. But hope everyone's doing great. I've been a little low energy today, but I think it's mostly because I didn't get a full 8 hours of sleep. But not necessarily by choice, you know? Sometimes I just tend to stay up really late because I'm a little shit. Never grew up from my 11-year-old age where I was like, I don't want to go to bed. But this time, I actually did go to bed around like 10 o'clock to wake up at 6, and then learned that my body didn't want to do that. So, you know, that's always lovely. This might actually be more promising. Yeah, I think so. I mean, those cliffs look a little small, but I imagine they're much bigger once you're up there. So, we're just gonna hope that this leads to our success. Yeah, there we go. I think this is a lot more doable than what we had going on earlier. Okay. Alright, buddy. Okay. That's good. That's reassuring. I was gonna say maybe there is a chance, however, to be real honest with you, it's really up to the Mesa area. That's my main gripe. I mean, the kiln is bad in its own way, right? Like, it was definitely a challenge. I almost fell off because of the stupid physics thing. Look at this. My leg's stuck in the damn wall. I can't even climb. What is happening? Do I have to... Yep, I guess I have to do this. There we go. Yeah, like, I can't complain about this enough, man. Games with, like, physics stuff, like physics-based movement that can make or break your gameplay is, like, kind of annoying. So, like, you got gang beasts, right, and party animals and all that. That stuff's, like, happy fun time stuff. It's really goofy. But, like, I shit you not, the fact that this stuff is, like, a bunch of, like, you know, ragdolls and stuff where you can, like, move and lose your footing, that makes the game a lot more unforgiving than it really needs to be, because this game's already difficult. It's not easy. They're not going to fix that, though. That's the main, like, gameplay. That's how the game plays, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be, like, something that they're going to patch out. No way. And it's not like I'm asking them to do that. I just despise it, and that's all. It's just a personal preference at the end of the day. Okay, there we go. But yeah, if this was like co-op or something, I'd be fine with it. But in this particular case, not a big fan. Oh, shit. Alright, well, let's figure this out. Am I like... okay, I'm right next to the end of the level. I tend to do this. It seems like I tend to traverse the very edge of the levels to get up here. You never know. That might just be a part of how this generated map works. This is... Alright, well, we... Look, if I can not use the Python right now, that would be lovely. What a nice little easygoing first section. I assume it's going to turn to cock and ball torture in 5 minutes flat. Just you wait. Just you wait. This is how my life is. I have like 16 bandages. I probably should get rid of some of them. It's just going to take up excess weight. Honestly, like, well, I suppose. Okay, thank you. Is that it? That is that. I don't need that right now, though. No, thank you. Alright. Until I need you, we're going to keep you there, because I am going to need you later on. Hopefully in the Mesa area. I would prefer that. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, well, this looks like... This looks like shit. Are there vines that'll take me across from there? If I start climbing there, I feel like that's going to be a problem. Alright, there's luggage over there. We'll go look at that a little closer. What is it with these ledges and curving? Oh, well, okay. Guess I get to use my bandages. Lovely. Hang on. Let me get out of here. Alright, well, I won't need to get rid of them if I just continue to kill myself. Accidentally, of course. And in Minecraft. Whichever way pleases the gods. The benevolent gods. I probably should have just not done that. Did they make this slope, like, much more difficult? I swear it's like... I never used to have this problem of falling off and dying earlier. I wonder if they changed this stuff on purpose. Or maybe I was just more careful before. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Where's the briefcase? There we go. Well, that's useful. I'm gonna shove you in this. Actually, let's keep one of those, and then this thing. Because that's going to be more selectively used. We're going to keep this in case I do tend to set that down. Oh. Alright, there are 2. I'm gonna eat one of these. It's probably not the best idea to immediately eat them, but... Okay, I want literally none of these. What is this rope gonna do? I'm literally, like, running this solo. Well, I guess to be realistic, right? There is a chance that I'm gonna fall, and then we'll kind of yearn for a rope. But until that day comes, we're not gonna bother with it. Screw it. I have much more stuff to spend my resources on, and it's definitely not doing this crap. Alright. Alright. Oh, God. Alright, I'm gonna try to take this slow. The fuck? Huh? What is that noise? Oh, there's a thing. That sounds like suicide. I almost said sewer slide. That sounds like suicide, if you ask me. I'm not even on TikTok, and I'm doing this stupid content talk. See what these algorithms do to us? They make it so whenever we describe something that's, like, you know, potentially serious and risky, that we all go with, oh, I'm gonna commit sewer slide. Oh. Like, come on, man. This is... Oh, fuck me. Alright, we'll do a little bit of poison over using our extra stamina. Lord. I don't even know, like, where to go from here. It's kind of crazy like that. Seriously, where do you go from here? I guess I could use a python, but I would prefer to use that in the mesa stages because... Oh boy, it gets insane out here. Alright. Okay. Now, this... Hang on. We're going to use that to kind of revive ourselves. Because if I fall, that will save me. That's not going to take me anywhere. I mean, it'll take me up, but, like, only temporarily. Okay. This is looking much more promising than before, so we can try here. I would prefer not to... I don't know where the fog... Oh, okay, the fog's over there. Alright, hang on. Definitely more promising, but I'm gonna need... hang on. Is there, like, some... We could do this. I don't know how great that is, though. Alright, yeah, fuck it. I mean, if I'm already gonna do it, then fuck it. Okay. Alright, come on. Yeah, see, so now I'm starting to regret not having a rope, because if I fall and have to come back up here, like, I am screwed. I also probably shouldn't have done this. Oh, I am screwed. Yep, okay. Are we all the way down? Looks like it. Great. Come on, come on. Alright, let's just hope that we can do it like this. Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah, kind of. Life just kind of sucks. Am I really gonna have to use a pipe? I really don't want to do that. I would prefer not to. You know, this is gonna suck. Alright, well, we're gonna try it again without it. I would like to not use all my gear. If I can just climb up here. Yeah, see, now there's all the fucking... What the hell is this? Is this gonna... Ooh, that's nice. Alright. Now just get the fuck up here immediately, thank you. Alrighty. In comes the fog. Just an occasional reminder of my soon-to-come demise. Please don't tell me I'm on, like, a tree platform. It looks like I am. I think I may have somehow managed to accidentally get myself onto one of the platforms that I didn't want to go up to. What the hell? Okay. You just grab that hoe. Grab 10 pythons. What an achievement. Oh, fuck. We're gonna have... There we go. Okay, this will make my life potentially easier. Okay, great. Lovely, lovely. Where the hell do you go up from here? Oh, wait, before I do that, because we're probably gonna use another one of these. Again, I don't want to. And there is luggage down. I'm not gonna go back down there, though. There's no way, because I don't even know if I can even make it back up here all right with, like, you know, the amount of... Okay, put it down. We're just gonna have to. But going up from here, I have no idea how well that's gonna work. Oh, God. Yeah. We're a little screwed here. Oh, God. In the fucking rain. No! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Man. Please drop the fungus. Oh, he doesn't drop it because it's not in his inventory. Oh. I had it in my backpack. Here we are. Here we go again. Man, just fucking... Oh, I can't throw this. Alright, well, I guess we'll try that again. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if the game's getting harder or something. I have a feeling it really does feel like the game when we first started, and I know I played this with friends at first. It was easy. Like, I think we all pretty much got through it the first or second attempt. And then, suddenly, they just decided to give you testicular torsion and make the game like, what the hell's happening? Dude, move. What? Oh, I'm not pressing the right buttons. Well, maybe I shouldn't talk about how unforgiving the game is if I can't even find out where my keys are. Alright. That's all you got? Binoculars would be good to have, but... I don't know, man. I don't know. Luggage? Please help me. Alright, there's that one. Is there another one there? Nope. Jesus. It's always like... I don't know what it is. It's always like facing away from you. Like, I wonder if they purposely made it smack your fucking face every time you pick up luggage. Give you a concussion just so you forget how to climb. It's kind of crazy, actually. Okay. So this section wasn't particularly hard. Not super difficult. We'll figure it out. I'd really, really not want to switch difficulties. Because, like, sometimes I can do it, it just takes some time, and then the fog comes and gets me. But more likely than not, it doesn't really matter, unless the lower difficulties make you have more stamina. Which I don't know if that's the case. I do know that it kind of sucks to have, like, one Band-Aid, and the result is that, you can't do shit. Alright, well, we're just gonna chug this shit. Let's fucking go. Alright. Alright. Can I get up here? I think I got up here before. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay. If you got these fucking sea urchins out of the way. Yeah, these things are gonna grab my ass. And not particularly in the fun way. Alright. Ugh. Okay. I don't quite remember how I got up here. But we might be okay. I remember this area not particularly being super difficult. Which is nice. It's nice. It's a nice change of tempo. But what I do like is having a change of scenery. I don't like having to redo the same exact stuff 16 times in a row. It's kind of frustrating. Okay. Oh, God. Ah! Come on. I can do this. I just need to stand on, like, this bush, and I got it. Watch. Watch. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, speaking of... Okay. I have a continuation and potentially a conclusion... or a nice little closure for our little BMW fiasco we keep having. For those of you that are new, I tend to run into a bunch of BMW drivers who drive like a massive cunt. And recently, I've been having the worst of it. Like, people, like, trying to cut me off when there's, like, half a car's lane in. So they dive their nose in between my car and the other. And it, like, almost... It pretty much, like, you know, almost getting into accidents from these drivers, right? So, I was driving home, right? This is not gonna happen. I was driving home, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'm parking my car. I see what I believe is a BMW F30, which is like a 2018 BMW, like a 3 Series. And I see him with his bumper off. Now, I just wanted to ask, because I've never really taken off bumpers before. I wanted to ask, like, how easy it was to remove it. So I just walked up to him. I'm like, hey, you know, excuse me, don't mean to bother you. I just have a quick question. How hard is it to remove bumpers from cars? And he was like, dude, it's like, it took me a minute. It's like 6 screws and or bolts, maybe some plastic tabs, and then it just falls off, you know. And then we had to talk because like this guy had an E46, which is you know, the late 90s to early to mid 2000s BMW, and he had, I think it was an M3, which is a really nice car in my opinion. And I was like talking to him about like, you know, how I'm not particularly a fan of modern BMW styling, but I really like this F30 because it kind of looks like an E46. Like if they took the 2004 BMW and then just modernized it, you know, excluding all the weird like little revisions in between, because I think the generation right after the E46 is kind of ugly. It's the one where it kind of has the triangle tail lights, but they're like a rounded off like rectangle, but like the whites, if you look at the whites, it still is that triangular sort of headlight design, but like the shape of the whole tail light is a weird rounded off rectangle. It just doesn't do it for me. I think it's very kind of fugly looking. And then I look at the back of this F30, and it's like they have the E46 like triangular taillight design, but they have like a couple of lines that go across, like, you know, the fenders to the trunk. And I was like, oh yeah, that looks nice. That looks like, you know, what I would expect a modern 3 Series to look like, given the concept that, like, you know, my entire childhood, the BMW 3 Series that I see are E46s. You know, when I was a kid and those were new, that was the latest and greatest. You know, those are the ones I wanted. The original BMW X5, like the first gens, those had like triangular taillight designs. So to me, that comes off as like an homage to the classic design. There's the fog is very close. I didn't even realize. And you know, I was talking to him. I was like, "Hey, I heard that E46s have this this issue where you gotta like constantly rebuild the Vanos intake systems and everything." And he's like, "No, you just need to change your oil and take care of your car. Do like basic maintenance." And I was like, "Okay, well, what about this like this frame issue where if you drive the car around enough, it'll like crack the chassis?" And he's like, "Buddy, there's like support struts and stuff that you could buy that fix that problem." And he's like, "Listen, man, you're gonna hear a lot of shit about cars being like unreliable, but most of that is like people who don't know how to take care of a car, and then like go like, oh, these are ass because like I don't know what I'm doing." And he's like, "If you just take care of your car, everything will be a-okay." Things that won't be a-okay right now is me doing... Oh, come on. Oh, come on, man. What? How am I doing this right now? How is this happening? This is ridiculous. Heal your shit up right this instant. This is... up. So yeah, I was just, you know... We're gonna tie off our little trilogy with a positive note, because, you know, we had a guy that was pretty cool who was just like, "I like BMWs, I take care of them." I had multiple generations that people say are the problem children generations, and it's like, I just take care of your car, you know. And I appreciate him giving me like little like tips on how to fix cars and such. He didn't seem like a dickhead, you know. And then he showed me his little modifications. He added like little yellow daytime running lights on it. And honestly, I think yellow daytime running lights look really cool. However, his car was black, and I don't think that looks good on black cars. I think it looks good on white ones. Like if you had an older white BMW with yellow DLRs or DRLs, I think that would be pretty sick, you know. And we were kind of talking about that. Dude was kind of like, "All right, well, how old of a BMW are you talking about? Like, cause you know, you say that the white ones look good, the old ones. I think it really depends on the generation." And he pointed at like the coupe that was after the E46 from like 2007. And I was like, "Yeah, not that. Those are kind of like." I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really like the 3 Series coupe from the mid to late 2000s. The ones after the E46, and I think the E46 ended in like 2005. Not a big fan of that coupe look. It's really long. It's really big. I understand why they took that body and just called it, fuck it, we'll call it the 4 Series, because it does not match. However, I will say, getting rid of the idea of a 3 Series coupe is like blasphemy to me. The 3 Series coupes were pretty sick. It's just because you made a bad generation after the E46 doesn't mean that you have to be like, oh, well, psych, we're gonna cancel all that. Screw making nice little like coupes that are just the sedans, but you know, 2-door. Nah. We're gonna cancel that and just make it a different series because our car is way too big now. But I guess that's just my opinion. But yeah, no, we had a positive experience with a BMW driver. I figured they'd happen at some point. But you know, in my opinion, you know, the average driver you see driving around that has a BMW is they drive like massive cunts. What is that? Is that a bug? Oh no, that's grass. I was about to say, if you guys added more hostiles, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. But yeah, no, I think sometimes I might want to, because he is my neighbor, so I might want to like talk to him one day. It's like, have you noticed that some people drive like shit with BMWs? I think ultimately it just depends on like, okay, right? You want a fast car, right? Because everyone talks about how like, you know, sports cars and sporty whatever, you know, we need the sport trim, and I want the car to like send me to the back of my seat whenever I floor it, you know. BMWs, a lot of BMWs do that. I think pretty much all of them nowadays do. But like, the thing about that is people don't know how to drive fast cars. Like, they get comfortable and they start almost killing people with them, you know. And I'm not saying to like ban that, because I do like cars and I do like when cars go fast. I'm just saying that like, I think I went up here before and then I ended up going down. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to lead me to anything that's successful. That vine goes literally nowhere that I want to go. Alright, don't hit the fucking floor, please. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, that's my balloon. Yeah, I'll ask him what he thinks about BMW drivers. I think, honestly, it's like kind of the same flavor of Mustang drivers. People hate Mustangs, or people are afraid of Mustangs because people are going to peel out and slide into like a kindergarten or something. And it's like, I think that's the same concept. People who don't know how to drive performance cars, driving performance cars, and almost killing themselves with it because they get super comfortable with them. And that's just not how you should do it, honestly. In general, you should know your limits and the characteristics of your car, but you probably shouldn't be like, you know, flooring it everywhere to the point where you almost kill people. That's I don't think that's a particularly hot take. You know, just don't be an idiot. Okay. I don't know if I want to keep this, because this is a fuck ton of space. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna eat something though. I didn't even cook my marshmallows. Okay, hang on. Alright, well. There we go. Okay, well, I don't want you to slide, buddy. This is terrible. Yeah. Let's just jump down from... Ugh, you fucker. Alright, I think we're at like the same-ish place from before. Okay. I don't know what I expected from that. But we need to figure out a way to get the hell out of here, because we weren't doing particularly great before. Just now, so... Probably don't want to dick around. But, like, you know... There's not much going on here. We gotta find a good place to climb up. I think I may have, which is this tree here. Alright, come on. I think my character did that shit again where he lost a bunch of stamina just from, like, climbing up. Excuse me, I'm just getting some water. Let's get the hell up from here. I don't like how that's getting closer. Is that getting closer? Please tell me that's just the edge of the map. Please tell me this is just the edge of the map. Looks like it. Okay. I can climb up here, no problem. It's not wet over here. Beautiful. Oh, God. Oh! Alright, hold on. I don't know how the hell we're gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to do this. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to see. Can you shoot it? Shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot. Shoot. Alright, come on. Drop. Drop. Yeah, I think that fog is getting closer. I think that's the fog that's going to kill us. Oh, well. Not if I kill myself. I may manage to end my life early here. Where'd my rope go? Holy shit, that is not helpful at all. Alright. Am I? Okay, I'm climbing it. Okay. Well, let's rest and get the fuck up here. Oh, fuck. Come on. This sucks. Hey, look, buddy. I don't have time for this fucking rain. Hey! Oh, okay. I'm dropping this fucking cannon. Actually? Wait, hang on. That was definitely not where I pointed it at. Or at least I don't think it was. It was not my intention. Oh, well. Come on, my guy. I would like to get past from the second area. Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, good Lord. And then you have to wait patiently. Because you need to get your strength up. To get up these darn mountains. I'm going to die. I'm going to die! Okay, don't you start. Oh, fuck me. Yep, yep. You love to see it. You love to see it. Hello, panda. Please! Alright, well, we're not good. I guess we're just abandoning the rope cannon. Or the rope gun. That's not going to do us any harm? Whichever word is applicable to this situation. Okay. God. You're not helping me. Hey, you're actively making my life miserable right now. Alright, I might have to pussy out and lower the difficulty. I can't jump across there. I can't jump across there. There is just like... No, there's no way. No fucking way. No. Absolutely not. That is not happening. Okay, well, what can we do? Let's see. Another one of those. Let's hope that this one's more helpful. And I would prefer if you didn't take 8 years to drop this. Thank you. Alright. Now let's just hope we don't die. Oh, come on. Come on! Come on! Ah! Ah! Okay. Such is life. I'm going to die. Hello? Oh, that's me making that noise. Almost shitted myself. Shit almost came out of my ass. Hi, Fog. How are you doing today? Don't you rise! Why would you do that? Oh, fuck me. Come on, man! Hello, Panda. I don't know if I said that or not. Kind of focusing on this bullshit. All right. Ugh. Alright, that was a really roundabout way to get higher up, but, here we are. We're a little bit higher up. Yep. Here we are. Now, where are we gonna go from this? I have no idea. Oh, I guess you could just climb to the left and things will open up for you. Oh, with the fucking rain. Look, man, I don't have time for this. Be real honest with you. I should get that luggage, but I don't really have time to do that, so we're just gonna skip it. Maybe we will get that luggage, or maybe we'll just careen to the ground. Alright, lovely. Well, where the fuck do I go from here? You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind. I guess I can go up there. Yeah, maybe. Maybe? Alright. Ah! Ah! No! Okay. Am I good? Okay, I'm okay. Don't you fucking start, buddy. Patch your shit up. We need to get back up there. Hey, I didn't tell you to stop doing that. Oh. See, oh, fuck me. Well. We're doing the fart clouds again. Not my intent, but here we are. We're living with the consequences of our actions. I have no food. I am partially poisoned. And it is raining. And the fog is on my ass. Alright, I gotta stop drinking my water. I need to get up here before this fucking rain comes back again. Oh, God. Alright, buddy. If you could find a way to get up to the top of this, maybe I could do it there? See, this is getting risky. I'm losing elevation here. I need to find a way to go up and stay up. Otherwise, we will not make it through our run. Man, it just rains constantly here. This is the last thing I need. Oh my God. And that looks huge. I bet if I climb that rope and try to get on that wall, I'm going to just fall to my death. Okay, well, our next best bet is this. That looks a little shorter. Maybe that'll do. I don't know. Alright. Climb, you fuck! Hey! Thank you. Jesus. I don't know why you were just thinking about it. Like, come on, we gotta move. It's gonna rain 5 seconds from now. Oh, God. Why? 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 Ugh. Oh, this sucks. Alright. No! Come on, now! Ah! You piece of shit. Alright. Oh! Oh. That definitely wasn't my intent. We're just gonna... Yeah. Where's the turret? Have you looked at the entire map, Panda? This map sucks. What is it with Wednesday and Sunday maps being the worst fucking ones? Meanwhile, it's like Monday, I get pinged by all the other streamers. I just completed, I completed a peak difficulty. This map was easy today. I'm like, okay, well, I don't fucking stream on Monday at 1 p.m. Then I come on Wednesday and the developers are like, let's go make this shit really hard. You fuckers. Okay, we can keep that. Alrighty. Attempt number 3. This jungle just sucks balls. Oh. Just gonna shoot myself out this fucking cannon. Perfect. Why do you gotta make my life so difficult, game? I'm not even at the mesa. As soon as I reach the mesa part, look at that. Like, 75% of my stamina got removed from that. Just from, like, latching onto the fucking branch. I don't know what it is. Sometimes the game does something where, like, your stamina just, like, tanks, and I don't even understand, like, what it is. I don't even know. Alright. Alright, onward to victory. I'm gonna go adjust my desk. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Our first hurdle, climbing over a rock. Guys, this portion of the map is very difficult. I've done it 16 times. It requires a massive amount of skill. It requires a massive level of skill. Alright. Yeah, the item weight fall off, man. This blows. Blows balls, dude. This game slobs on the knob like it's corn on the cob. I don't think I can climb that. Oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful. I don't need it, but you know. Oh. Well, I wish I could eat it. What if I chuck it over there? Oh, well. I know I'm going to need it later. That's for sure. Hey, Peter. Remember the time? Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Oh, fucking. Alright. Okay. Oh, there's another luggage. What am I doing? Dude, what am I doing with my life? Ah! It's a bunch of useless trash! I need that shit. Get that out of here. I would prefer if you give me something to help climb this shit. Please. Of course, my character's hungry. He needs to eat. If he doesn't eat, he's gonna throw a hissy fit. He needs to eat. Oh, why? All right, don't touch me inappropriately. Now, why would you do that? What makes you think I need the fog at a time like this? Ooh, crisp berries. Don't mind if I do. Oh, God. Thank you. Alright. What the fuck is that? I don't even care. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't give a shit. Actually, I probably should have picked up that coconut, though. Ah, whatever. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Here we go again with this bullshit. Alright, we've been here before. We know how this works. We know how to do this. I'm a professional when it comes to the first portion of Peak. Let me tell you, the shores and the beach, oh, absolute professional. Don't you worry a damn thing. I know what I'm doing when it comes. When it comes to the beach and the shores, I'm a Sherpa. I'm gonna lead you. This is the Mount Everest for me. I'm a Sherpa at the Mount Everest, baby, but like only at this portion. You take me out of this zone, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Rest assured. Just the first section, I got you. I will be your guide. Excuse me, sir. Come on. Yes? Okay. Hey, Gio, what's going on? I think I go from here. Yes. The answer is yes. Why would there be any doubt in my mind? Okay. We can get up here. Not a problem. Hang on. Let me regroup my stamina here. Oh, okay. This is not gonna happen easily. Hey, can you like chill out, buddy? Do your little tap dance or something, but I need you to not. None of this is gonna work. I mean, I guess I could shoot myself up with the cannon, but this seems very wasteful. There's gotta be like a more practical way to do this without going back down. That's the last thing I'll try. Oh. Okay. There we go. Look at that. I think it's mostly because of our weight. To be fair, we are heavy as fuck right now. Alright. Oh. That might be a problem. Alright. Well, bye, Antidote! We knew you well. Or we hardly knew you. Or whichever one is socially appropriate. At this point, I'm just a choose-your-own-adventure when it comes to forming sentences for commentary. Just pick whichever one suits you the best, and that's what I meant. And ignore all other interpretations. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh! Alright, we're fine. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. What's... Oh. And now I wish I had that antidote. Okay, well, you know, we might be able to do something here. This might be a terrible idea. I probably shouldn't be going through this while doing that. Alright, hang on. Alright, that's not enough. We could just wait for the poison to end, which means we're going to be doing our tap dancing like this for a while. Still don't know for sure if we're actually going to be able to get up through this way. I feel like I'm slowly slipping here. Excuse me, sir. Alright, well, you were, like, grabbing on something over here. Clearly, there was something you were able to grab on previously. I don't understand why this is such a novel concept now. What is this? No, you're not doing this today. No, thank you. Ugh, God, this fucking game. Well, where'd all my excess stamina go? Is that it? Oh man, come on. Like, a quarter of it just disappears. Out of thin air. Please tell me I can go up here. Please tell me I can... Oh. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't even know, like, where I came from to make... Wait a second, there's a fucking bridge that goes up! What am I doing? Oh, well, I mean, okay, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense now. What the hell? Oh, God! Hi, Blaze. We're on the first area, and we're getting stuck on it. We didn't have this before. We did not have this before. This was not an issue before. Unfortunately, it is now. And we're gonna have to live with it. It's fine, I don't really want to deal with the forest area anyways. We don't want to deal with that. I guess we could. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm surprised. I was sitting at the fucking ledge for 8 hours. Spent an entire full shift at work staring at this fucking ledge. Can you please, like, just go here and regain your stamina? No. Apparently not. You can't, like, shove your hand in there and just, like, relax? Come on, man. What is this? Oh! Don't you start. Good Lord. The fucking struggle. Well, I guess it is true. Once I die a handful of times, I just start getting worse. Because this wasn't a problem before. It really wasn't. There's a campfire over there. No, actually, that's the plane fire. Alright, there's no fucking way this is gonna work. Well, this is a terrible place to do what I'm doing. Alright, well, that's fine. Oh, we can go there. That's where I went. Why am I doing the thing that I'm doing? Heal your shit up, buddy. We're going this way. Duh. We don't go that way. We... well... Hang on, I don't think it's so clear cut. How did I get up there normally? I swear I did this before. Oh. Okay, well, we could do this. I don't think this is well, actually, maybe this is the set of bridges I normally go up. Kind of looks similar. Just throwing hands with spooters. Are you talking about Marvel Rivals? Are you playing Marvel Rivals again? Everyone went from Overwatch to Marvel Rivals, and now... I got a little bit of FOMO when I hear people talking about Marvel Rivals, but at the same time, I'm like, I did not like Overwatch. I did not like the experience of playing Overwatch and then being terrible at it, and then getting mad at everyone else because I'm terrible at it. And then after we're done, we're like, can we play something else? And then my friend goes, nope. And then they hit Q again. And then we all start screaming at everyone. When in reality, we should be a little bit more self-reflective. Overwatch does suck. Well... Yeah, no, Overwatch has always sucked. I was going to say, well, Overwatch 2 was when it got bad. But no, it was pretty bad. Overwatch does, in fact, equal bad. I do agree with this. This is a true statement, in my opinion. Well, now... Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Well, I mean, it took the fog to get, like, 100 feet away from me, but we're here. We're towards the top. Overwatch 2 does suck harder. Overwatch 2 does equal badder. Overwatch 1 is greater than Overwatch 2. Controversial opinion? Welcome to BuzzFeed, guys. We'll give you our controversial opinions. Oh, here comes the fog. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It can't get much worse than this, let me tell you. Well, it can get much worse than this, and it will get much worse than this. Just you wait. Clearly, y'all have missed the last hour and 19 minutes of suffering if you don't think it can get worse. Because it will. It absolutely will. This fucking campfire. There better be food here, because, like, I'm dying. Is that a green crispberry? Yeah, those suck. Don't even fucking bother with those. Ah, look at this. Yes. Okay. All right, hang on. You can cook these. Hang on. You can cook these. Ah. Nope. All right. All right. All right. I want you to stay here. I need... Suffering is my first name. Oh, beautiful. You love to see it. Let me tell you. Oh, okay, hold on, but I need to... Because this is... Oh, wait. Does it not float upward anymore? Look at that. It used to float up, but it doesn't anymore. I actually do kind of need this here. Hang on. Okay. Alright, let's not kill ourselves. Aye, sir! Excuse me! Fucking creeping on my shit. Fucking creepy ass motherfucker. Alright, I'm eating all this shit. I need all... No! That's not what I wanted! There we go. Alright, time to go. Are you still staring at me? You little fucker. Yeah, I see you, you little bitch. Hey! Come and get me, you little fucker. What is this? Hey! Ah! Oh, well, now I'm grabbing on the walls when it doesn't matter. Too busy staring at a man looking at me. I feel like I'm being watched. Alright, well this is kind of sad. Didn't I throw like 6 bandages in the trash? Boy, howdy do I regret doing that. Yes! Oh, look at that extra stamina! Treat me like a king. I feel like I'm being watched again. Okay. If you're asking how exactly I'm going to do this, that's a good question. That's a good question. Oh. Alright, well, we're gonna start off by accidentally, almost killing ourselves. This is how I win the game. This is how I'm good at the game. See, there's a method to the madness around here, guys. Just need to watch and learn. Now that we have 16 million pieces of extra stamina, confidence starts to set in. But that all kind of evens out after a while. Alright. Okay. Alright, don't eat all your extra stamina, buddy. We're gonna need that shit. This particular forest area is a cruel mistress. Honestly, I don't think the sex is worth it. I just don't. I hope that there's a platform that I can stand on here. Okay. Not terrible. I thought that was that fucking dude staring at me again. I was going to chuck something at his fucking forehead. Right at his forehead. So a friend of mine at work was like, hey, I was walking down Seattle and someone spit in my face. And I was like, man, that's an easy way to get fucking fast-tracked into not living anymore, let me tell you. Who the hell actively decides, oh yeah, I'm gonna spit on that guy's face, and no, consequences will not happen? What a weird place Seattle is. I remember the first time I went to Seattle, I literally... Alright. Uh-oh. 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 Where'd my shelf shroom go? Oh, okay, it's in my pocket. Well, let me tell you, man. Life kind of sucks right now. Yeah, the first time I went to Seattle, I literally merged, and then to my right was a 2-story tall dumpster fire. And I think that kind of like sets the expectation of Seattle, honestly. In some ways, it's a sanctuary. I mean, like, you know, if you're into the city life and you're into, like, you know, if you're queer and you like being, it's a great place to be. But let me tell you, it is filled with trash, garbage. It is dying. Our cities are dying, unfortunately. Oh, fuck me. Okay, hold on. It's not the end of the world. We can do this. I just need you to, like, do something? Where does that go? Where does that go? That one goes... Is that success? Probably not. You know what? This is a terrible idea. I'm not doing that. It's just fucking stupid. Now this is a big brain idea here. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, well... It's aiming directly at a wall, but the concussion might make the climbing easier. Whatever, we'll just use it like that. Whatever. Look, it's do or die here, guys. There's not many options here. We've been in this area 16 different times, and let me tell you, it's never looked very good. We need to use all the tools we can, and that includes using them poorly. You never know. Alright, I'm banking on the fact that that might be a shelf that I can stand on. Why would you do this? You don't need to raise the fog. Let me tell you, I'm suffering enough as is. You did not need to bring it up more. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, you know, I'm just gonna stand here then, I guess. And then I guess what we could do... Let's just hope that that helps us climb up. Do I know? No, I don't know. I don't know anything. Why would you assume that I do? I'm not going to climb this just yet, but it's potentially promising. That's all I'll say to you. And when I mean potentially, I mean likely not in any sense of the manner, but we're not going to give up just yet, buddy boy. Oh, no, siree. We're going to do it until we are about to fall off and kill ourselves. This is how we do it. Alright. Okay. Well, hang on. We may have a better idea here. Just kidding. They're all shit ideas. This is way too far away to actually do what I'm trying to do here. Okay, well. Hang on. If I do this, can I, like... What the fuck, man? Oh my god. Well, we could jump on that, like from here. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do. I don't know how close the fog is, because, you know, the rain tends to do this. I think it's gonna let go. And... Come on, man. Thank you. Alright. Oh, God! Well, I didn't want this. Of course, it's got to slide you down this way. Yeah, it's going to use up half my stamina. Oh, you know, if we're going to die, we might as well do it spectacularly. Like... Yeah, we might as well do it spectacularly. Alright, guys. Good night! Good night, y'all. It never gets easier. And see, this is why I contemplate playing other games. I can't even get past the fucking second area. It's rough, guys. And rest assured, the third part is awful. But you almost had it? Didn't seem like it, honestly. It really didn't seem like it. Now, if only I could... Oh. not what I wanted to do. There we go. There we go. Alright, if I find a cannon early on, I'm fucking full sending myself. Now rest assured, every previous attempt to use the cannon was actually a genuine one. First time I accidentally made it point in the opposite direction I wanted it to face, and then the second time, I just didn't look ahead of me to see that the cannon was going to shoot me into a wall. Look. This is what you pay to see, I suppose. Oh, Lord. Got some coconuts. Oh, lovely. Alright, the fight to get a single coconut. Let's see how well this goes. Oh, okay. Turns out I'm not that inept. I can climb a tree, but I can't climb a mountain. That half literally clipped through the world again. Lovely. Alrighty. Alright, we don't have to start this way. We can just go around. Yeah, granted, I have much less stuff than the last time. But I can also just, you know, do my own little thing. No. I think that's it. Alright. Whoa, medicinal? Hang on. Medicinal roots? What the hell? We found ourselves a medicinal root? In case I get a boo-boo while I'm climbing. In case I get a honey boo-boo while I'm climbing. I think this is where I normally go. This is where I normally go. Yes, this is it. Eventually we figure it out, right guys? That's the hope. Oh, hang on. Chill out for a second. Yeah, we're gonna the jungle music is gonna have to wait for a second before I blow my kneecaps out. Okay. Where am I going? I don't think this is where I normally go. Alright. Okay. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, we could place this here. Why not? Does this help if I cook this? I don't know if this does anything. like, good. Yeah, we'll leave that there to do its thing. Come on. Alright, so I guess we're going up to this bridge over here. That was the problem. I went up this bridge, but I was supposed to go up the other bridge. My Sherpa skills almost fucked me there. They were failing me. Little did I know. All I needed to do is climb up this bridge up here, I think. Yes. Yes. No. What am I doing? What is going on here? Okay, at least I'm not starving to death, but, like, you know. Bar is pretty low right now. Can you just, like, collect your stamina for a second, buddy? Thank you. Alright. So... Alright. Are you good, dude? Alright, buddy. Okay, so... Which way did we go? I think we went this way. No, it was much easier to do this. Much easier to do this. There is luggage up there. Hang on. We can do something about that. There's bridges welded on bridges. It's a little kooky around here. A little kooky around these parts. I like to have a little fun here, though. In this area, at least. After that, then, you know. It's just actual human torture. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hang on. Drop it. Okay. Oh! Bing bong! Oh, shit. Well, I don't really want to use this right now. Oh, I dropped it. No! My lollipop. Do I dare drop the fucking antidote again? Wait. No, don't do that. This one. Goodbye! Just weren't meant for this world. Yeah, I think we're gonna need the lollipop more than the antidote. There's so much useful stuff in this game, and I can't hold it all. Alrighty. Well, that seemed a lot quicker than before. Maybe it isn't stagnation, after all. I never thought about that. Oh, yeah. Just gonna drink that immediately. I don't think I have space for any of this crap. Well, let's see what we get from here. Anti-rope? That's pretty useful. Excuse me. Oh, this one floats up. Yep. That definitely floats up when you, fuck with it. Okay, well... Alright. Whoa, no! Okay, dude, I, like... E? Okay, thank you. Oh, God. Alright, hang on. That's not what I want. I want this. Throw this trash can. Then take this, put here. Beautiful. We got exactly what I wanted. Alright. We got some medicinal roots. That'll be fine. That'll be enough, right? Should be, right? Alright, let's try not to die. It's easier said than done for me. So I'm not sure if we're going to be playing some, like, Peak on the weekend. I do want to say, kind of loathe this part. I kind of loathe every part after the shores, honestly. Even if the shores are kind of hard, you know what I mean? It just compounds and gets much more challenging as things go on. And to be honest, I think the difficulty curve has a massive spike now that the Mesa update exists. I don't think the Mesa update's very good. But I'm playing the game anyways. Why, you may ask? Well, I can make more progress playing this game than White Knuckle. White Knuckle is very hard. And that's what I compare it to. At the end of the day, it definitely could be worse. I don't think White Knuckle's a worse game. I just think White Knuckle is a pain in the ass. That's probably how I'd sum it up, honestly. I really, like, don't want to get rid of more shit. Alright, well, the Scout Mix... We'll just eat that right now, I guess. Mesa updates booty cheeks. I think... I mean... I don't know. I think the game in general was hard enough before. Adding more content... Well, adding more content is fine. Making the game more difficult, I think, is what I go against. It wasn't particularly easy to begin with, and then you add a level where the sun hurts you. That's just not my thing. It's not my thing. What the fuck? Okay. Come on, man. Trust me, Blaze, if you don't like this particular part... So what you're saying is you need a jetpack? It would help. I think what I'm saying is I would prefer to have more climbable surfaces that are more readily available. It feels like oftentimes I have to, like, almost leave the level to have something that is more productive. This is definitely not gonna be... Speaking of productive, this ain't it. We'll talk about that later when it comes to this anti-rope. But it seems to me that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values on which you used to rely? Oh, fuck. God, come on. I guess I could have, like... Just chill out. Chill out, buddy. What was I doing? Yeah, I would just like more climbable surfaces. Or at least more forgivable stamina system. I feel like this game likes to do a lot of gotchas. Like, in the sense that it's like... I've outsmarted you. You know. You lose. It seems very antagonistic to the player. And like I say, I think the excuse is that it's haha funny meme time, but like, you know, when you play it solo, I think you need a little bit I think you need a little bit, like, more of a forgiving thing. Why do I have more of this? Just get rid of it. Here, go to the skybox. That's fine. I'm done with you. Gain some more stamina. Climb up here. Nothing else is here. Alright. Well, let's do the big lollipop. Gay Pride stamina bar, let's go! Alright, I need you to keep going. Keep going. You're slow. This might kill me. I might die. Nope. What the hell? I was trying to grab something and I think I ended up pressing left click instead of E. Wow. I will be right back. I need to go get more water. I will play some more music for you in a second. Okay. I'll just close the game out because I think there's music here. There is. Alright. I'll be back. Okay, so in other news, Stone has linked me a potential Star Trek game that we might play at some point. I don't know what the hell this is. There's a Star Trek Voyager game. Across the Unknown. Coming soon. Okay, I might have to add that to my wish list. Huh. It's funded by the German government, which is strange. Star Trek always seemed incredibly American to me. Like, maybe not its concepts. Well, actually, yeah, no, I guess in a sense, the background behind why Star Trek was made is pretty American sounding to me, but anyways, I was thinking of I was debating on switching over to a different game. However, I will state that I do kind of want to get to a later portion of Peak. I want to at least get past the forest part. So, we're going to get back in there, but you know, just beware, it's probably not going to be great. It can be a little bit of a chore, but here we are. So, hope you're prepared. Let's get back into this game. What are you playing? Oh, we're gonna play some more Peak. We're gonna try to get past the we're gonna try to get past the fucking forest. It doesn't sit with me very well. It doesn't sit with me very well that we're stuck on the second portion of the game. I usually get past that. I usually die either like... Okay, if I do die in the second area, it's usually later in it. I don't think I'm getting super high on the second region. I do want to at least reach the fucking... what's it called? The mesas. The mesas were a big pain in the ass previously. It's a little embarrassing to say that the second area is quite difficult for me, actually. Which, you know... I might even bump down the difficulty. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wishlist that Star Trek game for sure. For sure. It's gonna be something that we'll play at some point. Huh? Bing Bong, did you make a noise? What? What the hell? Oh, I think that's... Okay. Oh. Hang on. I don't want to throw Bing Bong in the... I don't want to throw Bing Bong in the ocean. He didn't do anything wrong. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna try to we're gonna give it the good old college try. We're gonna try it on normal difficulty, also known as Peak, and then if this doesn't work, we're gonna go down to Tenderfoot. So at least I don't have to worry about the fog. That does make life a little bit difficult if you don't know what exactly you intend on doing. But yeah, we're gonna definitely try to get up to past the second area, get into the mesas, and then if I die on the mesas, well, that's pretty much par for the course at this point. Man, there was a time where I died just before the very end of the game, and that was before the mesa update. Now it feels like getting to the peak is a pipe dream. And, I don't like that feeling. I don't like it because the reason why I play this over White Knuckle is because White Knuckle felt like I was never getting anywhere. Peak, I could at least see the light at the end of the tunnel. Nowadays, it's like, okay, second, third area, you know, it's a little rough, buddy. You might as well just give up. It's kind of how it feels sometimes. Unfortunate. Anyways, let's get on up. Now, we've seen this part before. This part's actually pretty simple and easy. We can get through here with no problem. We've done it before. It shouldn't, keyword is shouldn't, be a problem. I definitely should have stopped by the grocery store to pick up more toilet paper, though, because I am running extremely low on it. I'm a little worried that while I'm streaming, I need to fucking bust a brown and I run out of toilet paper. And that's not going to be good. Not in my opinion, at least. Alright, hang on. Don't get too excited now, buddy. I need you to get on the platform, please. That's all. I don't think I'm asking for too much. I'm not wiping my ass on my roommate sheets. That's heavily disrespectful. I wouldn't even do that if I had... Okay, so here's the thing. I've had some shitty roommates before, right? Honestly, if I have shitty roommates, usually the result is that I just lock myself in my bedroom, because after work, I'm like, I don't want to deal with your shit. I really don't. But, you know, my roommate's actually kind of nice. You know, he's very quiet. He kind of seems innocent, like cutesy, you know? Guess that's just the result of having furry roommates. Am I going the right way? Shit, I don't even know where I'm going! I get distracted. But we must persevere. The fog is rising after all. Please tell me this is where I need to go. I'm being stupid. I think I'm being stupid. Oh. Oh, that's not great. I don't want to heal myself just yet, though. That's for damn sure. Yeah. Was I saying something? I was probably talking about my roommates. Yeah, no, I've had shitty roommates. The result is usually I just lock myself in my fucking room. I don't have time to deal with... I don't have time to exist alongside some dickhead and then have to deal with their drama, you know? Usually, so I don't understand, like... It would be really helpful if you lived with someone and, like, tried not to be a dickhead. I don't get why that's such a, like, you know, challenging concept. You know what I mean? It's like, you know that, like, I know where you live and I know where you sleep. And if you piss me off enough, I might actually go to jail. You know what I mean? So it's like, you could just try to, like, communicate, set your expectations, but instead everyone wants to get all petty and, like, you know... I remember I had a roommate that wouldn't really talk to me, but hated me, and then like would have his roommates or his friends over. You know, they'd spend the night, and then they would just talk shit about me. You know? And I know this because, like, to be honest, I don't, like, eavesdrop on my roommates' conversations. I honestly just don't give a shit. I really don't. Like, I get home, I go in my room, click, fucking watching Markiplier for, like, 4 hours, alright? If you don't like the sound of Markiplier's voice, that might be a reason to not like me. But, like, I don't particularly try to, like, pick fights. And then, like, you know, so, like, one day I was watching Markiplier, and I don't know what the context of it was, because I wasn't listening. I paused the conversation because I got a text on my phone. I paused it, and I think the context behind this is they were looking for another roommate, which I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But, like, when I paused my video, I think as they were talking with someone that's like, well, you know, you could find someone that maybe is a little more quieter. You know, I go pause the video to go read a text on my phone, and then they go, or we could find someone that's not eavesdropping on your conversations. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. I don't. I really don't. I paused it to text someone because I can't, like, read and, like, listen to Markiplier's screeching at the top of his lungs. I paused the fucking video. There's something that's going on. Yeah. There's another setup here. That's where we're going. You know? And I was just like, that really irked the fuck out of me. Because, like, I wasn't, like, trying to do anything, you know? And I don't give a fuck about people's conversations. I'm just trying to, like, you know, do my own thing. So, towards the end of me moving out, I got pissed because this guy did this shit, like, for half a year. Where, like, they kind of, like, murmur and whisper around you. You know? So, like, towards the end of the... I think it was, like, the last couple of days. Because what this guy did, he was on the lease, right? He didn't tell me he was that he was moving out until, like, the last month that the lease was up. And then he kind of went like, oh, by the way, you have a month to find another place to be at. And I was like, okay, that's a real dickhead move. I'm gonna be real with you. Like... You didn't tell me how much time was left on the lease. You told me, hey, maybe at some point you're thinking of finding a new spot. That's a little different than, hey, in about 3 weeks, you need to get your ass out of here because you don't have a place to live afterwards, you know? It's like, this is America. If your ass is homeless, you're fucked, you know? All cops want to do is curb stomp you on the streets if you don't have anywhere to sleep, right? So I was pissed, you know? This is like the second to last day I had to be with him. You know, and I was talking to my friend, and I was kind of, like, low-key ranting about him, and then, like, at the end of it, I was, like, you know, kind of, like, mimicking him, like, oh, can he hear me? Can he hear me? Like, screaming at the edge of the door, you know, like, through the door, and, like, or not through the door, but, like, through the wall, where I was like, oh, is he listening to my conversations? Is he eavesdropping? Is he eavesdropping? Like... And, like, these walls are like, cardboard thin. So it's almost like I'm screaming in his face as he's packing up because he's on, like, the bed. And I'm, like, at the wall to his bed. I'm like, can you fucking hear me? Getting mad that you're eavesdropping while at the same time talking shit right in front of you. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, just because the door is locked doesn't mean I can't hear you, like, you know. And mind you, Panda, this wasn't, like... them, like, they raised their voice. Like, they went from, like, you know, normal conversation speaking to, or you could get someone that isn't fucking eavesdropping on you, you know, like a clear, like, acknowledgement that they think that they know that I'm, like, Metal Gear Solid, like, spying on them. And it's like, so then I'm just sitting over there, like, screaming at the other side of the room, like, can he fucking hear me? Is he eavesdropping on my conversations? Oh, is he? And I got so pissed. I was like, this little fucking bitch won't fucking talk to me until the door's closed. And then he's all like, ooh, like, fuck you. And then the one's complaining about you being too... Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like, can you just, like, communicate? Like, honestly, like, all that does, like, that weird little petty bullshit where everyone's talking shit behind your back, all that does is make everyone get like, matter at each other. Like, you have some gripe about me, that's fine. I don't care if you don't like me. But, like, when you're kind of, like, you know, whispering, when it's, like, middle school, and you're kind of like, I heard that dude's a little fucking prick. I don't know. He's like, I've heard him talk about something, and he's kind of like a little dickhead, you know? It's like all that little gossip shit that happens in the living room of the apartment you're living in just results in me going, hey, dickhead, shut up, you know? It's like you could just have a conversation, you know? If you don't like, you know, something that I'm saying, or if I'm loud, you could just walk up and be like, hey, buddy, like, you know, I'm trying to, like, play a video game, and you're like, you have, like, fucking Markiplier playing or something, and it's a little obnoxious, can you, like, turn it down? And I'm like, I'd be like, okay, you know, my bad, sorry, I'll put some fucking headphones in or something, you know, no problem. But when you don't say anything, and you get all petty about, like, how much of a prick I am, then motherfucker, I'm gonna be a prick, and I'm gonna fucking piss you off. Because, like, now I'm mad, and I gotta sleep in the same fucking apartment as you. Like, it's over, dude. Like, don't start playing that shit. I don't understand. And then they're always the bitches. They're always the ones that don't want to confront you about it. And it's like, this would make your life 8 million times easier if you just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, if you just said nothing, you know? Like, if you didn't like me and then you wanted to find a roommate and you wanted to leave, like, you were already on that track. The weird, like, shit-talking part is, like, that's a real bitch move. You don't need to do that. Yeah, like, but, like, so here's the thing, Panda. Here's the thing. Keep my damn name out your mouth. Exactly. I'm like, just shut up, dude. If, like, it would make life so much easier if you just stop bitching. If you don't want to confront me or talk to me about it because I'm too scary or whatever the fuck, then, like, I don't know what, like, instigating an actual fight is going to do to you. That's not advantageous. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But, like, I hate that shit. And it's always the fucking bitches. It's the ones that don't actually want to talk to you. They don't say shit to your face. I could walk up to that dude and be like, you're a pussy-ass bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you, prick. Fucking, like, in his fucking face, and he wouldn't do shit. And it's always those people, and I'm like, you little Weasley cunt. Stop fucking bitching. You have nothing to say to my face. Stop it. I feel like what you're describing definitely deserves the sheets wipe. Well, here's the thing. He's the one that I'm rooming with is not that guy. He's not that guy. This is a different person. We're talking about a different person here. My current roommate, he's a little sweetheart. I don't really have a problem with him. He mostly works when I'm, like, awake. You know what I mean? So, like, when I go to sleep, he comes in from work. All that happens is, like, every now and then I come up to him, I'm like, hey, what do you want for dinner? He's like, oh, can I have some pasta? Or can I have some chicken? You know? Sometimes he'll buy, like, Costco mass-produced, like, you know, fucking chicken for me. He'll buy me, like, 6 pounds of chicken, and then I make him some shit. But, like, and to be fair, there are times where I'm like, man, I don't know if this guy is, like, hiding something from me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, are you doing the same thing? But to be honest, like, even if he is doing the same sort of deal, it's such less of a problem than inviting your friends daily and going like, I hear this guy's a little bitch. I'm like, I'm going to get arrested. I'm going to get charged with a felony if you continue to do this shit. Because it is the most obnoxious shit I've ever heard in my life. And it's one of the reasons why I didn't want roommates for a while. It's because every roommate I had was always doing this weird gossipy shit, and it's because they're pussies. It's because they're pussies. Because they never want to say anything to your fucking face. The only time they do is when you get confronted. Sometimes they freeze up and say nothing. Sometimes they go like, I thought we were gonna just pretend like we're cool. I thought we're okay. Well, you know, fuck you. And then I'm gonna fucking pop you in your goddamn mouth. I'm gonna pop you in your goddamn mouth. And this is why I don't have roommates often. Now, to be fair, My current roommate is not a shithead. He's not a shithead. That's fine, you know? He pays a third of the rent, and that third of the rent goes towards my bill, towards my paying off my credit card. That is our transaction. And, you know, every now and then I talk to him, I'm like, hey, you got any problems? And he's like, no. And whether or not that's true or not, you know, I haven't been proven that there is a problem. You know what I mean? I have, like, some concerns, maybe. That maybe there's, like, you know, some that we're not necessarily communicating with explicitly. But it's not really like, this dude's inviting his friends over and then going like, he's a bitch. He's a little pussy. I don't like his ass. Like, cause, you know, then I would be like, you could keep, you know what? Take your $900, like, a month elsewhere, buddy. I can afford the fucking rent for this apartment. I will suffer in the sense that I won't have a whole lot of spending money. But, like, if someone, you know, if someone were to, like, do that shit again to me, I'd be like, get out. Get out. Like, I don't have time or patience for this bullshit. I don't. I just don't. Thankfully, he's not like that, as far as I'm aware. Oh, fuck. This place kind of sucks my balls. Oh, I could do the thick mints. That's probably something I should do. Yeah, exactly. If you're a bigger pain in the ass, then the more you subsidize my rent, like, I could just deal with you elsewhere. You know what I mean? You could go somewhere else. Because if it's really a problem and it's going to be like, you know, this big old drama shit. Because, like, I know drama's exciting to people, like, kind of in the third person. But in the first person, I'm just tired. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I'm exhausted dealing with work as is. You mean to tell me that you want me to, like, deal with your weird, like, petty shit that you don't actually want to, like, talk to and have a discussion with? And to be honest, 100%, lack of communication can go both ways, right? I'm at least trying to instigate in this particular situation. Like, hey, you know, talk about your concerns, what's bothering you, you know, is everything all good? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to deal with it. I just don't. It's just not how I want to fuck with my day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this shit doesn't happen again. Because it's just a bunch of... what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know what it is. Whoa, what the hell? What is this? Okay, I wish I did have a lantern. What the fuck? Okay. Well, that's not, like, gonna help me at all. Alright. Grab it. Alright, cool. But yeah, that's my own little rant. What I'm doing to change this to potentially make it more of a less toxic situation is that I'm, like, just instigating more conversations. Do you share a room or is it separate rooms? It's always been separate rooms. I cannot sleep with someone else in my bedroom unless I'm fucking them. Pretty much. That's like a rule of thumb. Unless I'm sticking my dick inside of you, we gotta have separate rooms. And even if that was the case, it had to be really fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, I have to vibe with y'all. To be fair, I have had, like, roommates that I've hooked up with before. I think, at the end of the day, it's like, it usually ends up being more shit that you have to deal with. It ends up being more drama, you know? And I'm not saying that I'm like holier than thou, because I've been in a situation that I've gotten myself into that, like, you know, has resulted in me being like, you know, I could have just disengaged, you know. Sometimes I get myself into shit, and I just have to be the bearer of this fucking shitty situation. You reap what you sow, I suppose. I'm hungry for some reason. Well, I guess I've been climbing around for a while in this game. Okay, this might lead... Oh, I really don't want to go back down there, though. I just don't. There are 3 fucking briefcases. We're just gonna wait for the rain to pass. We might be able to just run down here. Oh, there's a little Healy thing. Well, if I'm gonna do that, we're gonna put this in the backpack. Alright, hang on. No, actually, it needs to be in my pack. That's right. We need to make sure it's in the backpack. Because if it's going to revive me, it needs to be in the backpack. Got it. We need to remember that. I find very little meaning in the existence, in this existence, and roommates have never been one of them. Yeah, roommates are a necessary evil in this, in these trying times, I suppose. You know? Sometimes you can get awesome roommates, sometimes you can get shitty ones. I'm still in a situation financially where it's like, I don't require that, which is hard to get. It's very rare to get in a situation like that. And to be quite fair, paying rent for myself, while it is possible, it is like one of those things where it's like, look, man, like you're literally living paycheck to paycheck. And that's just because the rent and everything else is so expensive that, you know, you can never really save up money. That's my kind of situation right now. I've gotten myself into that. And I guess that's just a part of the learning process, you know. If you're a little shit that doesn't really know how to do anything with money, you know, and you come across a lot of money, you tend to buy a bunch of bullshit that you probably should go without. And that's just kind of it, you know? A part of it is poor money management. A part of it is that, honestly, trying to live independent... Because here's the thing. My entire adult existence, i.e. like 18 plus, I've always spent fending for myself. So I've never really been in a situation where, like, I had, like, a supportive, like, family that was like, we'll pay for your college, or you can live with us until you're, like, on your feet. Which is kind of why sometimes people, like, get really uppity about living with their parents. But in my opinion, I believe that sticking with them kind of helps make you... It makes you do less rash decisions, if that makes any sense. Like, for example, if you're out on your own and, like, the only way that you can live is if you fucking bite the bullet and rent, like, a fucking one-bedroom apartment that costs, like, 90% of your income, you know, then you're kind of shit out of luck. Versus, like, if you had just your parents' place that you could live at to get your shit sorted, you know, you would just be in a much better situation. I have heard the counter-argument that some people have said where it's like, well, the need to be independent, as in it wasn't an option, is what assisted in you to fight towards getting into a better scenario. And I do agree with that in some sense. But, like, I definitely think it does help. I think a good, like, balance between both is ultimately what you need. And, like, that balance is, like, kind of up to, like, the parents and your self-discipline, you know? Okay. Oh, hang on. I'm always like scared of someone pulling out on a verbal agreement and having the floor pulled out in front of you. Yeah, so okay, Blaze, that shit that you're talking about happened to me with that shitty roommate. He literally was like, I mean, if you're helping as well, why not? What are you referring to exactly, Panda? Are you referring to, like, you know, living with your parents or something? But back to Blaze. What you're talking about is exactly kind of how I felt when that toxic ass roommate just went like, "Hey, you have 3 weeks to go to find a new spot." Like, cause it was a verbal agreement. I was not on the lease. He did not tell me that his lease was over, so I was out on my ass. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see what you mean, Panda. I mean, like, I think ultimately, you know, as long as you have, like, this desire to improve upon yourself and don't have, like, this contempt with your current situation and are within your means able to try to benefit that in maybe slow but meaningful, like little steps, like little baby steps that are trying to get you out of the house, I think that's what matters most. I think if you try to, like, flee the coop immediately, then you risk running into scenarios that ultimately just screw you up in the future. I've been through this, and you just kind of have to roll with the punches if you have no other alternative. You know, the other alternative is being, like, homeless or finding someone to leech off of. And let me be real with you. When people offer to, like, hey, you could live at my place for, like, you know, until you get back on your feet, I always feel terrible doing that shit. Because, like, even if... I know that, like, there's no, like, rush to... Oh, fuck. Alright. No, we're gonna have to deal with that. Because I know that, there, like, well, there's no rush to, you know, get... Oh, fuck. Yeah, this place sucks with the rain and everything. Does it rain more now? I feel like it does. I feel like someone heard someone say the rain is basically not a problem and then made it significantly more common. Because when you're like, you gotta balance this shit. If you're doing this shit solo, man, it sucks. But anyways, what I'm saying is, you know, as long as you're trying to improve yourself given your situation, I guess that's all that really matters. Just give it your best shot. But yeah, no, I definitely feel like shit when people offer, like, housing for me and what have you. Even if the expectation is, like, you know, you're not really putting me out and it's not really that big of a... Fucking... Oh, this is awful. Oh, I'm going to... Hang on. Alright. Not my intention, but every now and then one gets to set those shits off. Alright, I want you to get, like, out of this area. Oh, God. I don't even know where I came from. I don't even know where to go from here. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we could try this rope here. Yeah, it's always looking dire. Just trying to work with the cards that are dealt with me. It's like playing Balatro, except you're climbing a mountain. Guys, I've been playing the Balatro of climbing games. I've been playing Peak. Peak is a video game that's like Balatro, but climbing. I'm a prick. And welcome to my YouTube video. My video essay about this game. Dude, I'm gonna need the rain to stop. Like, for real. Like, this is not helping me. Alright. I don't know if I finished my previous point. So Blaze was talking about, like, I hate signing up for a verbal contract and people were pulling out. And apologies if I'm repeating myself. But that is exactly what happened with that toxic roommate, who was, who told me, like, hey, yo, you got 3 weeks to bail out, you know? And it's like, technically, I guess I'm not really necessarily owed any sort of, like, warning beforehand. But it would help if, like, you know, you gave me a little bit of a, like, give me a fucking couple of, like, a month or two before you, like, bail out. Like, this guy just straight up went, like, you gotta go in 3 weeks, you know? So, I found my current living situation. This is... What is this shit? There is, like, literally nowhere to climb from here. Alright, let's try here. There's some luggage here. Maybe it'll lead to something good. Well, I mean... I guess push comes to shove. This cannon can surely do the job. I don't think we'll need that, though. That was a magic bean. Okay. Just, like, stay here for a second. Thank you. It's just shit, you know? I think if you can have, like, a little bit of a like, plan B or, like, a net to fall back into, that would be ideal. Given my situation, there are potential plan Bs, right? There are places that I can go that would be, like, you know, welcoming to help me get back on my feet. I would feel personally better if it was, like, my parents' place, but I don't have that. So, you know, I feel like I'm leeching off of and imposing off of people. And I think that's kind of the result of, like, my family constantly using any kind of thing they do for leverage. It's like the bare minimum if they go, like, well, I pay the fucking PG&E bill. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, like, I guess having power was something that I demanded from you? That's interesting. You know? Just kind of shit like that where it makes me go, like, why the fuck? Like, why are you even bothering then? If you think that, like, you know, like, why did you have kids? Why did you have kids? Don't you feel bad that I bought you a car for high school and have to pay the repair bills? I'm like, okay, well then, you know, just don't do that shit for me. Every single thing that these people do that's an act of kindness seems to result in, like, it being like well, you're a prick for having me buy that. Holy shit, we're at zone 3. I didn't even realize that we did that. I was just kind of like, I don't even know how I did it. I just did it. I just did it. Oh, fuck me. Well, it looks like they put the Mesa further back, because the Alpine is Zone 3 normally. My dad does that too. It's annoying. Unfortunately, it's kind of... I don't mean to throw insults, but deadbeat dads tend to like to make you feel bad for doing the bare minimum. They really do. People who aren't really, like, emotionally or physically there, they tend to go like, well, I pay the bills. You should feel bad that I have to pay the bills. I remember my dad came to me one day and he was like, listen, like, me and my job come first, my girlfriend comes second, and then, like, you know, bills and whatever are third, and then all the way at the fucking bottom is you, you know? And it's like, while people might believe that and actually do genuinely think that that's, like, how they prioritize their shit, that's, you know, and mind you, this was unprovoked. So I don't know if he, like, had a conversation and, like, some guy workshopped some, like, snarky comment and he was like, oh, but I have to use this on my kid. You know what I mean? But whatever it was, I was kind of like, that's pretty shitty. Yeah, what a sweetheart. He was he was definitely something else, let me tell you. But yeah, no, I mean, I think a lot of people who aren't emotionally available for people's kids tend to respond with things like that. And like, it's not kind, but to be honest, I wasn't surprised. You know? Because he always did shit where he was like, I gotta do shit for the kid again. You know what I mean? And it's like, come on, man. Like, it's like, I didn't demand that you put your dick in my mom. You know what I mean? You kind of did that either for fun or because you genuinely thought that you could have raised a kid. You know? It's not my fucking fault. I'm not trying... I did not demand you to get laid, you know? Oh. Does this warm me up? I guess not. My fault, not my fault you didn't use condoms. Yeah, exactly. But, you know, just doing the bare minimum and participating, for some people, that's like the only fucking thing that they can have leverage over you. Father make father birth. Mother birth. Father make mother birth. Yeah, I don't really mean to like trauma dump. It's just kind of like kind of a part of the topic. I think it was kind of pertinent to what we were discussing. Dude. Oh my god. You good? Why? Look, man, I gotta run back to get this shit. I would prefer if you didn't do that. Alright, I can do a first aid kit. That's nice to have. Fuck, man. I'm just not having any space for anything. Honestly, if I find something that I find valuable, I'm going to drop that rope. I think rope is great if I think I'm gonna fall and need to get brought back up again. But man. Well, this is nice. Nice little change of scenery. We've finally gotten out of the third zone. It's pretty nice. Now, I don't really know where to go from here. I mean, we'll figure it out, but... alright. Oh, come on, man. What is the cause for this? What the fuck? Oh, okay. I guess I'll never know. The world may never know what angle you need to be at versus the fucking current. You know, that's what they should do. They should make it more, like, easier to figure out where you need to go for the shit to not freeze your ass. That'd be a great update. I'd call it the not piss Fritz off update. That'd be some true content right there. Actually, to be honest, I think, why would you do this to me? Dude. Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't have an inventory space, so it just fell to the fucking floor. That was definitely not what I intended to do. Okay, well, at least the blizzard area is a lot more forgiving in comparison to the Mesa update, so I'm okay with doing this. I'm more used to the conventional... difficulty of this game. I'm glad they moved it back. Because I was talking about earlier how it's like a very steep, difficult... It's like a spike in difficulty. Because I don't think the blizzard area was like, you know, particularly difficult in comparison to that update. I feel like the blizzard stuff was put like after. Now that I think about it, most people I know don't have very sane parents. Well, okay. So I like to think of it this way. I think it's there's a statistic where it's like 1 in 4 American kids tend to have like abusive, like childhood abuse or something. So the way I see it is people with good parents don't talk about how good their parents are because for them it's seen as like a norm. And honestly, it should be, right? But I think people that have to deal with like traumatic shit, those tend to end up being a lot more louder, not to get attention necessarily, but just because it's out of the ordinary. You know. So sometimes they just go like, oh, it reminds me of this thing that my dad did that was really fucked up. And it's not necessarily like an attention grab kind of deal. It's just like, my dad did this thing. And yes, it is abusive, but it also is, to them, maybe like something that they feel like they can bring up because it's like humorous to them. It may not necessarily be a direct trauma dump. I think that's why. I think if you talk to the average person, they're not like, you know, I don't think it's like most people suck dick. I think it's more like, well, the people that suck dick end up making more interesting stories, and it's also not normal to suck dick. We're talking about not the fun way. Not, you know. We're not talking about, like, blowing people. That's probably a more, socially, acceptable thing than being an abusive parent. Actually, you know, to be honest, it seems like there is a little bit of, like, people accepting a little bit of child abuse. It seems like it's more accepted than, you know, something like prostitution, maybe. I don't know, I'm just kind of shooting this shit. This is all off the top of my head. I'm trying to play a game, so don't just assume that it's all very well thought out. Okay. Alright, my good sir, you better have something good. Oh, 2 of them. You don't need to have something good then. Because I swear. Alrighty. Let's just go ahead. Let's use you. The blizzard's gonna come soon. This will, kind of heat me up. Alright, well. Okay. Do I have something that'll give me extra... That'll give me extra stamina, but that also makes me hungry? Can I eat this? I can't eat it. Which is unfortunate. Well, I don't want to get too into detail about it, but, like, both my parents were pretty shitty. Both my parents have police reports, or police records. I did it again. I can't believe it. I can't believe I did it again. Those would be very useful tools if it wasn't for the fact that I clicked E on it when I can't hold it. Alright. Both my parents were pretty bad. And honestly, none of them were there with me. My older sister was what raised me. When I was a kid, I used to call her Mommy Number 1. And in a sense, she, you know, she really was. Okay, well, let's just like... Alright, hold on. Can I... How do I plant this? I'm honestly not even sure. Oh! It just does it. Actually, hold on. I need that. And then I need... No, don't fall. Alright, chill out, buddy. Chill out! Alright. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't want to set a python up here. I need to eat. I need to eat because my character's lack of stamina is going to be the end of me. Alright. I don't want to set a python up here. I would prefer to put it... Well, I mean, I might need to. I just feel like it would be more appropriate up on the actual ice wall. Do I have anything to help me with this? No, not really. I guess I could have used the anti-rope. That would have helped. Hang on. Maybe I can, like, jump off this wall. If I can jump off this wall. Oh. Ooh, okay. Oh, yep, alright. I may have been getting a little too anxious, or a little too happy to do this. Yeah, no, this isn't gonna work. Okay, well, it's better to have it there than not at all, I suppose. Yeah, see, the thing about this particular thing is, yeah, let's see, this magic bean is not much better than just, like, you know... It's not much better than just, like, climbing upward. You know, to be honest, I may not have needed that. Which is, I guess... Ooh, capybaras! Hang on. Oh, if only I had the bugle. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Don't mind if I do. Alright, you don't have to, like, climb onto everything, dude. Alright, we're safe here. This'll warm me up. Yeah, so I'm not really sure where capybaras exist in the real world. But apparently in the middle of a blizzard, there's a little, like, thing that they hang out with in the game. Which is pretty neat. Well, that may have been a waste of resources, but you know what? We're getting forward, and that's what matters, because the fog is approaching. The fog is indeed approaching. I don't see any of the guys staring at me. I don't really know what that's all about. Honestly, I don't know what that's all about. I really don't. Maybe it means that a developer's watching us play the game. That would be interesting, honestly. There used to be a feature in the game where the developers could talk to you. And I came around way too late to be able to experience that. But maybe it's a feature like that. Alright, we need to get up. Alright, hang on. I need to, like, not freeze my ass to death. Yikes. Alright. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. We're just kind of screwed. We do have excess stamina, but I don't want to use it all. But we might have to. Well, at least the cold's going away a little bit. Slowly, slowly. Slowly going away. But we don't really have the luxury of being able to wait forever, so we're just gonna continue on. Yes, I'm at the edge of the map, but hopefully we can go somewhere from here. Alright, please don't be a waste of my resources. Please. I have some bad news for you. Yep. Alright. Well, that's not great. Not great at all. We'll see where this attempt takes us. Maybe, perhaps, we can still get up here. We did waste a rope, but I used to never use these items, and now it seems like I'm incredibly trigger happy with them. Well, yikes. Come on. Okay, what am I holding that is making my weight insane? Is it the first aid kits? I'm gonna get rid of this rope. Maybe this will help. We need to start losing weight. We need to get on Weight Watchers. Alright. Maybe we have something. If we take this a little slower, we might be able to get up here. There's a little cave in here we can hide from the cold, too. I'm kind of liking this. This doesn't seem entirely terrible. We just need to not injure ourselves and not get too hungry. Well, unfortunately, the hunger is gonna start nagging at us. We're reaching a point where I'm gonna start starving to death. Alright, cool. Just hide away from the coolness for a second. We'll be okay. What the fuck? I don't even understand how this works. I thought you hide away from the blowing wind. Like, you stay away from the direction that the wind is blowing. But it seems like if you just have a little bit of yourself exposed to the air in some angles, but not all, then, like, you get fucked. I don't really understand how the game works. And I think that's a pretty important mechanic to understand, but I never seem to fully grasp the concept. Okay, this is a problem. It's all these dead ends are what is going to kill me. Hang on. Why? Why? Yeah, see, but here works. Why? I don't get it. I need to eat. I need to eat. Or I could just get rid of weight. Here, we'll heal ourselves with this health pack. We need to get up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need to get up. Okay, and the fucking blizzard comes up immediately. Hey, buddy, I really didn't need... Oh, I almost had it. He actually got... He literally stopped mounting. For a second. Can I eat this? Can I eat this fungi? Oh, we're throwing this med kit off the cliff. If there's another one here. Yeah, we're throwing this med kit off the cliff. Like, we just need to lose weight. Like, I need to get up there. And I don't think I have enough time to, like, find another spot. Okay. This might do it. No! Oh, God. Alright, we'll worry about it later. We'll worry about it later. Please, don't kill me. Do not kill me. Alright, we gotta wait this out. Like, if we get a couple more chills, we're going to die. So let's just relax. I need to figure out where I need to go from here. That may result on standing on that ice block, which is going to give us more chills. Might not be the end of the day. It might be the end. It may not be the end of it. It's probably not that big of a deal. But I do want to wait for the cold to go away, which means we might have to wait through another blizzard. That's fine. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Yeah, we'll wait it out right here. It's fine. I'm not even getting any more cool. That's great. Alright, so we're gonna climb on that blue brick. That blue icicle. That's the plan. Alright, try not to touch it unless we absolutely need to. Because, yep, it just makes you cold. Those ice blocks suck. But they tend to be like your only way from not dying. It's just how life is. Okay. If we survive just a little bit longer, we'll be able to reach that campfire. Everything will be A-okay. I don't really care about the magic beans. I think the magic beans kind of suck balls. I think they actually make my life harder because it just gives me... It's basically... Okay, the magic bean, to me, seems like it's just another slope to climb, and it doesn't make it easier. It's not like a rope. If you have a rope, it takes less stamina to climb up and down from it. The magic beanstalk is like if you just climbed any other wall. So, to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to use it. It seems pretty useless to me. I may be misunderstanding the item, but I don't really see the purpose in it. Just a thought, though. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Maybe people see plenty of reasons to use the magic beanstalk. Hey. Well, at least we got more of that. Ooh, I hope this leads... I hope this leads to the lava and I don't have to do the mesas. That would be so fucking sick, let me tell you. Is there any more food? Where's the food? Dude. You kidding me? That's all I get. Nothing on these... Wow. Okay. We're gonna run into the same problem from before, where we don't have any food. and that's what's gonna kill us. Because we're gonna slowly starve to death. Alright. Well, this is normally the second to the last level. I don't see the mesa. Did we skip the whole mesa? What happened? Were the mesas temporarily removed? Because the volcano's there. Unless the mesa is after the volcano now. Which might make sense. It seems like it's a lot more difficult. Oh, Lord. Alright. Let's just hope we get some food in the next one. If I see eggs, I'm grabbing them. Does that snowy area replace the mesa? No, actually. The way we're playing the game is how the game was before the mesa update. I'm not sure what happened. I think it's a welcomed opportunity. Perhaps they made it so you can only play the mesa update? Why the fuck would I need this? This is literally useless. Alright. And then you're gonna go in here. Alright. We got a little bit of food. That's good at least. Okay. So this area can either be very easy or an absolute 100% pain in the ass. It's pretty binary as far as its difficulty goes. Which I suppose can also work for pretty much the last two areas of this game. Not including the mesa. I don't know where the hell the mesa is in this update. It's uh-oh. Well, I can't climb that rock because it's getting hot. Yep. Okay. Yeah. That's a little too toasty for me. Oh my god. Oh god. Is all this warming up? Oh, this is great. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. Okay, well, I didn't mean to get caught up in a fire spin. Holy shit. Everything's lighting on fire. Oh god, please. Lord have mercy. This is insane, dude. To be honest, I've never gotten caught up in these. I've never really experienced them that up close. And now that I have, I can safely say I don't ever want to do that again. Okay. I'm gonna be a little quiet just because I'm focusing on the video game. Because it seems like we're on the one portion of that binary, i.e. this shit is hard. I'm not really sure where to go from here. Hopefully, if I get up here, I have some elevation and I'm able to kind of debate a better route. I mean, truth be told, not really. Everything kind of seems pretty rough. Well, we could... Definitely not what I was intending to do. But here we go. This was terrible! This was terrible! This might be the enemy. 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 Okay. Okay. Alright. That was bad. That was very bad. Okay. You need to hide in darker areas. Okay. That answers it for me. Corners with dark areas. I feel like I shouldn't jump on this because it's hot. Maybe it'll be okay. Alright, there's the eggs right here, which we can pretty easily climb onto. Let's just do this. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. That's fine. Or it's gonna burn. Okay. Alright, there's some luggage there. If we can manage it, if this place doesn't get too warm, I'm gonna try to get that luggage there. We're gonna need as many supplies as possible, because once we get to the kiln, there is nothing there. Hello? What was that noise? Don't get mad at me for picking your shit up. Yeah, why would I need heat packs? Why does this map give you heat packs? Maybe it's supposed to be chill packs? They're literally marked as heat packs, though, and it literally doesn't help me. It's the exact opposite of what I would want in this particular level. Okay. It certainly can be worse. Alright. There's another egg nest over there, but I'm not going back to get that because I'm closer to the exit. I'm going to prioritize getting the fuck out of here over supplies. However, if there is a minor risk for additional supplies, I will take it. We just need to be able to brave the next portion. If the mesas aren't there, it looks like, yeah, it looks like we're going into the kiln next, which is like the old style of gameplay. Okay. Oh, it's getting warmer here. Oh, fuck. And then the lava's rising. Okay. Well, let's wait for this to raise. Hopefully it lowers. Allows me to run across. It's gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt. But we may be able to make it out of here alive. Potentially. We'll have to see. Hopefully, hopefully this subsides. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Yep, I'm aware. I'm aware. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's fine. I don't want to use all my extra stamina. We have a chance to rest. It's fine. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, well. I can see the exit. What's over there? Doesn't look like anything important. Alright. Okay. And exit. Now, it's just an easy, steady incline. No problem. Stop falling off the fucking level, little physics guy. How are you gonna climb mountains if your legs are like noodles? Dude climbs mountains like he just got good pussy. Alright, come on. Alright, we did it. Plenty of materials here for me. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna use that python for sure. Energy drink I don't give a shit about. This is the last bit of luggage we'll get. This is it. So we have to choose and use well. Because we will not get additional anything into the next area. So we need to be very careful here. I don't have any more space left. Where's the campfire? Campfire? Hello? What? Campfire? Is there no campfire? I guess there isn't. Threw me a cure-all. Alright. We're gonna throw this out in favor of this. This is more useful. Okay, we can't cook anything. So, in we go. Yeah, you used to be able to cook... Actually, I guess you could throw the egg down somewhere hot, and that will cook it. And we have plenty of places to throw that at. Whatever, we'll worry about that later. Alright, guys. In we go. Into the kiln. Yeah, we'll fry the egg later. I'll like drop it in the lava over here. Because trust me, there's plenty of places to cook it. And then I won't eat it until... Okay, there is a campfire here. Yeah, right here. Unless this leads to the Mesa update. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Here we are. At the kiln. There we go. All right, everyone. It's finally time. The thing that we all waited for. There's the fog. Hello? What the fuck was that? No, like, honestly, what the hell was that noise? Okay. I think we're more well equipped to get here, guys. Hey, Panda. Do me a favor. Run a prediction for the next minute for if I can make it past the kiln. This would be the first time that I reach it. Solo. I've never reached the kiln or I have reached the kiln solo, but I never beat it. Yeah, we could wait. No problem. Let me know if you put it in. I think the boingy little prediction thing may be a little broken. I.e., I may not be able to see it, but I should be able to see it in chat on OBS if you made it or not. But yeah, get ready to put your channel points in, guys. I'll wait a little bit longer. You got it, or you want me to do it, Panda? I can do it. I can do that. I think I can. Prediction. Not new poll. Prediction. Which one's prediction? Not subscriber only chat. How do I do predictions in this thing? Oh, there we go. Win channel points. Why is my boingy not working? Give me 1 second, guys. My boingy's not working. I don't know how to make that work. We had it working before. I think I changed my password, and that kind of fucked it up. Go ahead and predict, guys. You got a few seconds left. Get your channel points in. Takes years to load for some reason. I need to figure out what's wrong with Boingy. Boingy used to work where it would show like the prediction on stream. No, it doesn't work anymore. Okay. Well, it's getting a lot sketchier here. A lot quicker than I'd be comfortable with, to be quite frank with you. We're gonna try to play it a little safe. It takes a lot of effort getting here. I don't really want to squander this opportunity. It's a long way down, guys. Okay, I'm not really sure where I go from here. Alright. The ring? What are you talking about? No, it's right there. Okay. It's a lot more tense than, Oh, you're talking about Lord of the Rings. Alright, well that's hot. That's not hot, but it's very far away, and it looks like the only way to grab onto it would be to grab on a shit that's hot. That is not close enough for me to jump. That might be. Okay. It's a little tough out here. I hope this gives me stamina. It does. Alright, guys. Let's make or break with this jump. Yeah, let it hurt me a little bit. It's fine. Can you climb, dude? Why are you not climbing? Alright. Hoo-wee! It just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? Oh my god. Okay. I think we're definitely going to try to take the safer way up there. Or additionally, we can... I don't know if this is going to be a good idea. I can't see what's up there. So I have no idea for sure. We're going to give it a shot. Just see if that leads into something that, you know, might be advantageous. Not very sure. Okay. That may have been a worthwhile risk. Alright, these physics are pissing me off. Oh my god. Never getting over that rope? Which one are you referring to specifically? There are plenty of shitty ropes, though. I mean, you can basically take your pick. Okay, maybe not. This is seeming pretty sketchy. Can I... No, I can't pull out my backpack while I do this. Unfortunately, this may have been a cope rope. Unless you seize an opportunity that once didn't seem apparent. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, we are very close to the end here. I don't know how far exactly, but it's very close. If I can... How does it work exactly? What are you talking about? This may be fatal. That is much better than falling, let me tell you. Okay. Okay. I was talking about if you tried unveiling something with that rope, what would happen? If you tried to unalive something with that rope, what would happen? Well, I guess it'd be pulling him up so it would do the same constriction. that's what you're talking about. Like, pulling someone up would probably accomplish the same thing. We just don't typically do that because that's not how gravity works. Yeah, it would just pull you up. It would work. It would pull you up and do the same thing. Because you still have force on that area that would constrict blood and or airflow. I'm just trying to find a proper area to go off of here. There we go. I think this is going to be much like barbecue. You're going to have to just cook it slow and low. And that may get you to where you want. I think that's kind of the idea here. Just see if you could find a spot that will give you maximum opportunities. Okay, if I fall... Oh, God damn, that was crazy. That is insane. I don't think you guys realized it, or maybe saw me doing that. That was not fun. I almost fell. I almost fell. Okay. Come on. I mean, that works too. I just need you to sit down for a second so you can climb up here. I can see the light. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Alright, just rebuild your stamina. You can get out of here. No problem. Okay. There's not a lot here. Okay. This might do it. This might get us a little higher. Okay. If I didn't have that extra bit of stamina, I would have fallen. I don't think... Well, that may have actually sent me to the bottom. We just want to avoid mistakes. We want to avoid mistakes. Unfortunately, you have to take a bit of risk in this area. That's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. That doesn't go that way. So anything that touches the rope flips upside down. No, the rope just acts like if gravity was reversed. Its physics act like gravity is reversed. That is the only thing that the rope does. It doesn't make you flip. You're still like climbing the rope kind of in a traditional sense. It's just that gravity in that particular rope is inverted. That's the concept of that rope. Alright, can I... This may or may not help me. I just need another way of getting up here. Now that I look at it, it may not be that bad to go that way. If I can sit on top of that hot-ass rock, we may be okay. Alright. We can allow our burns to heal up a little bit. Sit on top of that rock. We'll be fine. We could use the cure-all if that really becomes a big issue. Now, we're on that. We're going to be grabbing on that big-ass rock. That's going to burn us quite a bit. We might be okay, though. We're going to have to take that risk. There's no way around it. Unfortunately, the other side doesn't work. I'm not looking back right now. Okay. Turns out the risk paid off. Ah, fuck it, we'll use a balloon. Why not? This might be a little too much. Yeah. But do I have food? No. But I do have this. Okay, look at that. We have a little bit more stamina. You know what that means? We might just be able to do it this time. Oh. Maybe not. Wow. I feel so close, yet so far away. Alright. Alright, buddy. I need you to stand still. I need you to stand still, buddy. Hey! Listen to me. Still. Okay. You're not going to cooperate. Sometimes it takes a little bit of persuasion to get the game to work in the way you expect it to. This might be a good standing position. It's not. It's not. Okay. Hi. What the fuck? Alright. Alright, I'm not really sure where to go from here. We just need to, like, kind of sprint up against the platforms. Stand still. Regain your stamina, buddy. Hang on. I just need you to do it enough. Yeah, you gotta, like, run against the damn walls. It's because of that physics stuff I mentioned before. The way that the players interact with the world makes it so if you change which way you're looking, or if your character has some weird velocity, you just can, might, or will, whichever comes first, fall off and die. Okay. Let's take it easy here, guys. Alright, hold on. Getting a little excited. There are other ways to do this. Uh-oh. Up. No, thank you. The fog is covering. And here we are. Peak, day 10. Oh, thank fuck, I'm hungry. I don't care if it poisons me. I want to get something to eat, goddammit. The fog is approaching. Day 10. Here we are. Grab the fucking rope! Hey. A sense unlocked. Ready for a greater challenge? Your sense add modifiers that make summoning the peak more difficult. Set your ascent level at the airport kiosk. Alright, Tadpole Scout. New hat, wolf ears. New fit. I'm gonna need someone to clip this for me. Thank you, please and thank you. We've finally done it. We've peaked. Now all that's left is to fall off and get ratioed. Beautiful. All right, guys. That's all I had on the docket today. I did say that there was a potential chance to have more stuff, but to be real honest, it's getting kind of late. I went on for a lot longer than I expected. But there you go. At the end of the day, I've finally done did it. Made with Unity. Collab between Landfall and Crab. Alright. And just like that, it's over. Give me my wolf ears. That's all I want. It's like making a me character. Where are the sleepy eyes? Oh yeah, I'm cool because I've peaked, baby. I've peaked. I done did it, guys. I done peaked. I done peaked. Yeah, that'll do. And we're done. Alright, guys. I want to thank everyone for watching. Everyone who's stuck in through all the way. Those of you who joined in late, appreciate y'all giving me a look-see. We're going to see if we could find someone to raid out to in just a second. So stay tuned. We'll see if we could find a friend of mine that we can raid out to. Anyone who's live at the time. Mr. Sark is live. He doesn't need many viewers, though. I mean, the dude's getting like thousands of views a day. Well, let's raid out to PKA. Actually, wait, Stone is live. Is Stone actually still live? He is. Okay. We're gonna raid out to him. Appreciate the clip, Panda. Thank you. Raid Stone Soul. Okay. Thanks for the clip, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a lovely week. And I will see you on maybe Saturday, but definitely Sunday. Have a good one, everyone. Bye for now.